Have you ever wanted to say more than just, "I'm fine," but didn't know how?
Today's a big one. By the end of this episode, you'll have a whole new vocabulary for how you actually feel.
Not just happy, sad, angry. We're going deep, real deep into emotional English.
Grab something to drink. This one's a long, rich episode,
Welcome back to Ava and Leo,
where English gets easier every single day.
and where mistakes aren't failures.
They're proof you're learning. I'm Leo.
I'm Ava. Quick favor, hit subscribe, and if this helps you, send it to a friend who's learning too.
Let's get into it.
Okay, Leo, let's kick things off. Why does expressing our feelings even matter? It can feel uncomfortable, right?
It can, honestly. But here's the thing, Ava, it's incredibly healthy. When you put your emotions into words, it supports your mental well-being, like releasing pressure from inside.
Exactly. Bottling things up doesn't do us any favors. And there's another big reason, communication. When people know how you're feeling, they connect with you deeper.
So true.
If I'm having a great day and I tell you, Leo, I'm feeling fantastic right now, you instantly understand where I'm at.
And it strengthens our bonds too, with friends, with family, with coworkers.
So expressing emotions is good for your mind, good for understanding, and good for your relationships all at once. Let's start with the basics. First, happy. When you're smiling, laughing, feeling light, that's happy.
Right now, honestly, I'm feeling happy just having this conversation with you, Ava.
Same here, Leo. Next, sad. When you're tearful, when things feel heavy, like when it's been raining for days and you had outdoor plans, you'd feel a bit sad.
Then there's angry, that hot, tense feeling when things go wrong. Like missing your train by 1 second, that can make anyone feel angry.
That one hits. And tired, that heavy, sleepy feeling after a long, full day.
I definitely feel tired after recording for hours, but in the best possible way.
And excited, that buzzing, electric feeling before something great happens.
Like the night before a holiday. You can barely sleep, you're so excited.
And scared when something makes your heart race. Like watching a horror movie at midnight or hearing an unexplained noise in the house.
And nervous, that shaky, unsure feeling before a big moment. Like your first public speech or your first day at a new job.
I remember feeling nervous before our very first episode.
Now it just feels natural. Practice truly does work wonders.
Let's practice out loud. Repeat after me. I'm feeling happy today.
One more time, with a real smile this time.
Now try this one. I'm a little nervous, but I'm ready.
Say it out loud, wherever you are right now.
Here's a grammar tip a lot of learners find helpful. The difference between I feel and I am.
When we talk about emotions, we use both. I feel happy and I am happy. Both are completely correct.
So, I feel exhausted and I am exhausted. Same idea, different phrasing. Don't stress over which one to choose. Just pick one that feels natural and go with it.
Quick mistake to watch out for while we're here.
I am boring means you are the boring one, not what you meant.
Say I'm bored instead, if the situation is boring you.
Same trap with I am confusing versus I'm confused. Two very different meanings.
One small letter, completely different message, worth double checking. Now let's level up with more nuanced feeling words. First, frustrated. When you're trying your hardest at something and it just isn't working. Like building furniture with confusing instructions, you'll feel frustrated pretty fast.
And overwhelmed when you have so many things going on that your brain feels overloaded. Really common for students juggling multiple deadlines at once.
Been there. And anxious, similar to nervous, but deeper. Ongoing worry about something that hasn't happened yet.
Like waiting to hear back about a job offer. Your whole stomach feels tense. and proud, such a wonderful feeling. When you accomplish something meaningful,
like finishing a challenging project you worked hard on. And lonely, when you feel disconnected, like no one truly understands you, even surrounded by people.
it's a very real feeling that many people experience. And confident, the opposite. When you trust yourself, feel ready and capable.
Like knowing the answer and raising your hand without hesitation. And disappointed, when something you were counting on doesn't happen.
Like your favorite team losing a match you thought they had in the bag. 5 more words that'll make you sound even more natural.
First, jealous. That uncomfortable feeling when someone else has something you want.
Like your friend gets a promotion and part of you feels jealous, even though you're happy for them too. Next, grateful. That warm feeling of appreciation.
I'm grateful for every single one of you watching this right now.
Ava Leo. Then, embarrassed. That hot, awkward feeling when you make a small mistake in front of others.
Like tripping on the stairs in front of your whole office. We've all been there.
And hopeful. That light, optimistic feeling that something good is coming.
Like waiting for exam results and genuinely believing you did well.
And relieved. That deep exhale feeling when stress finally lifts.
Like finishing a big project and finally being able to breathe again.
Quick role play. Leo, how did the presentation go?
Honestly, I was so nervous beforehand, but now I just feel relieved it's over.
That's completely understandable. Are you proud of how it went?
Actually, yes. A little embarrassed about one slide, but overall, proud.
Now let's talk about how our emotional vocabulary shifts across different areas of life.
Great idea, because the same feeling can show up really differently depending on context.
Let's start with relationships. When things are going well, you might feel appreciated, cherished, or secure.
And when things are rocky, you might feel neglected, distant, or unheard.
Neglected is such a specific word. It means you feel like someone isn't giving you the attention you need.
Like when a friend keeps canceling plans, you might feel a bit neglected.
Now let's talk career and money. Success can bring feelings like fulfilled, accomplished, or secure.
And financial stress can bring feelings like anxious, stretched thin, or uneasy.
Stretched thin is a great one. It means you feel like your time, money, or energy is being pulled in too many directions.
I felt stretched thin during a really busy work month, definitely.
And family. Family can bring feelings like comforted and supported, or, honestly, sometimes suffocated.
Suffocated, meaning you feel like you have no space, no independence.
Like when a parent checks in 5 times a day out of love, but it starts to feel like too much.
Same emotion category, completely different word depending on where you are in life.
Exactly why vocabulary, this specific, actually matters. It helps you say exactly what you mean.
Here's a fun one. Some feelings in English don't translate directly into other languages, and vice versa.
Right, like the word bittersweet, a feeling that's happy and sad at the same time.
Like graduating and leaving your friends behind, happy about the future, sad about what's ending.
Many languages don't have one single word for that. English kind of smashed the two feelings together.
Another one, nostalgic. A warm, slightly sad longing for the past.
Like hearing a song from your childhood and suddenly feeling nostalgic.
And overwhelmed, actually, is another tricky one to translate directly. Some languages split it into separate ideas of busy and stressed.
English just merges it into one compact word.
On the flip side, if your first language has an emotion word English doesn't have a perfect match for, that's totally normal too.
You can usually describe it with a short phrase instead. English is very flexible that way. Let's go deeper on intensity, how strong a feeling is.
You can say a little sad for something small, like dropping your coffee.
Or completely heartbroken for something much bigger and more painful.
You can use words like a bit, slightly, very, really, incredibly, or extremely to adjust the level.
Let's build a full ladder using one emotion, worry. Lowest level, a bit worried.
Next level up, pretty worried.
Higher still, really worried.
Almost at the top, extremely worried.
And the highest, worried sick. That means so worried, it's making you physically unwell.
One word, 5 completely different levels of intensity. That's the kind of precision native speakers use constantly.
Quick challenge. Pause the video and build your own ladder using the word happy, from a little happy to the highest level you can think of. Now let's have some fun English idioms about feelings.
These phrases don't always make sense word by word, but native speakers use them constantly.
First, I'm on cloud 9. You're absolutely thrilled, like pure joy is lifting you off the ground. My trip starts tomorrow. I'm on cloud 9.
Then, I'm feeling under the weather. You're not feeling well, a bit sick. Sorry, I can't make it tonight. I'm feeling under the weather.
Next, he's walking on eggshells. Someone being extra careful around a person who gets upset easily. Every word feels risky, like you might crack something fragile.
And it broke my heart. Something caused deep sadness or grief. When my cat went missing, it absolutely broke my heart.
4 more, since you're doing so well. I've got butterflies in my stomach, that fluttery, nervous, excited feeling right before something big.
Like right before a first date or a job interview. I'm over the moon, similar to cloud 9, extremely happy.
I'm over the moon about this episode. We worked so hard on it. I've been feeling down in the dumps. A gentle way to say you've been sad for a while.
I've been a bit down in the dumps since the weather turned cold. And I'm on edge, feeling tense, like something could go wrong any moment.
I've been on edge all week, waiting for the test results.
Now here's something. Most lessons skip completely, reading emotion and how something is said, not just the words.
So true. The exact same sentence can mean completely different things depending on tone.
Let's demonstrate. Listen to how I say, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Hear that flat, quiet tone? That usually means the person is not actually fine.
Now listen to this version. I'm fine.
Completely different, right? Bright, upbeat, that one actually means it.
Same 3 words, opposite meanings, all based on tone.
This is why listening practice matters just as much as vocabulary. You're not just hearing words, you're hearing feelings.
Next time you're watching a show in English, try muting the words in your head and just listening to the emotion in the voice.
So we've covered how to express your feelings. Now, how do you ask someone else about theirs?
It starts with, how are you? But if you sense someone needs more, try, how are you really feeling?
It signals that you genuinely want to know.
Or, if they seem a bit off, do you want to talk about it? It opens the door without pushing them through it.
And if someone looks lost in thought, is something on your mind? Is a gentle, caring way to check in.
That's where empathy comes in. Empathy means truly understanding and honoring how another person feels.
You can say, that must be really difficult. It validates that their situation is genuinely hard.
Or, I understand how you feel, showing you can relate.
Or the powerful, I'm here for you, which tells them they're not going through it alone.
And don't underestimate. Thank you for sharing that with me. It shows you value their trust.
New scenario. You're meeting an old friend after years apart. How do you greet them?
I'd probably say, I'm so happy to see you. I've genuinely missed this.
And if you're a little nervous too, since it's been a while?
I'd admit it. Honestly, I'm a little nervous, but mostly just excited.
Let's try a harder scenario. Leo, imagine you need to tell a family member you can't attend an event they planned.
I'd say, I feel really torn about this, but I won't be able to make it this time.
Torn is a great word here. It means pulled in two directions. Part of you wants to go, part of you can't.
Exactly. And if they seem hurt, I might add, I hope you know how much I value our time together.
That's such a caring way to soften hard news. Let's put more of this into everyday practice. Say you had a rough day at work. How would you describe it?
Honestly, I might say, I'm feeling pretty drained and a bit frustrated today. Back-to-back meetings and slow internet.
Or, I'm kind of overwhelmed with everything that piled up.
And what if something amazing is coming up? A vacation, a big event.
Easy. I'm beyond excited for my trip this weekend. I can barely focus.
Or I'm absolutely on cloud nine about the concert tomorrow.
And what about harder moments, like a disappointment or a breakup?
It's tough, but expressing it matters.
You might say, I'm really sad about how things ended. It honestly broke my heart.
Or, I'm so disappointed the project didn't come through, I put so much into it. In the workplace, talking about stress professionally is important.
If you're running on empty, you might say, I'm feeling a bit burned out lately.
Burned out means completely depleted from overwork, like a candle used up to the last bit.
Or if you need a moment, I think I need a mental break, meaning a short mental rest to recharge.
And if a coworker seems off, you could gently say, I've noticed you seem a little stressed lately. Is everything okay?
A quick cultural note, in many English-speaking environments, expressing feelings openly is seen as honest and emotionally mature.
In some cultures, emotions are kept more private. Neither is wrong.
But as you learn English, you're also getting a glimpse into the cultural values behind the language. Before we wrap up, 3 tips to build your emotional vocabulary fast.
1. Keep a feelings journal in English. Each night, write a sentence or 2.
Today I felt proud because, or I felt a bit anxious when. It makes the words stick.
2. Practice describing your day using emotional language instead of just, it was fine.
3. Use these words when texting friends, not just in journals. Real practice, real conversations. Let's hear a lot of today's words in one real conversation.
Hey, you seem quiet today? Is something on your mind?
Yeah, honestly, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed. Work's been a lot lately.
That must be really difficult. Want to talk about it?
A little, yeah. I think I just need a mental break. I've been on edge all week.
I understand how you feel. I'm here for you, whatever you need.
Thank you for saying that. I already feel a bit more relieved.
Anytime. And hey, I'm grateful you always tell me how you're really feeling.
Let's recap fast.
Basic words: happy, sad, angry, tired, excited, scared, nervous.
Nuanced words: frustrated, overwhelmed, anxious, proud, lonely, confident, disappointed.
Advanced words: jealous, grateful, embarrassed, hopeful, relieved.
Life stage words: neglected, stretched thin, suffocated, plus bittersweet and nostalgic.
Idioms: on cloud nine, under the weather, walking on eggshells, broke my heart, butterflies in my stomach, over the moon, down in the dumps, on edge.
That's over 30 new ways to say how you feel. Remember, expressing emotions is a journey in both English and in life. Be kind to yourself along the way.
We are genuinely so proud of every single one of you for showing up and putting in the work.
This week's mission: use one new feeling word in a real conversation, even a small one.
Comment: how are you feeling right now using a word from today? We read every single one.
Progress beats perfection.
We'll help with the English.
You bring the courage.
See you next time.
Take care, everyone.